Got the facts, take the tax, what I usually tell the yeah. Hell, baby, think you need to come. Got the facts, take the tax, what I
Yo, check it. Tenfold hat tight, check the stands. Got that reptilian resistance dance. They say the earth flat, a pizza pie. I just want my cut before I die. Mic check, 1, 2, truth, serum flow, word. Ricky on the line, gotta know. Conspiracy lunch, that's the spot. Deep state secrets, keep it hot. Gravy on the side, Illuminati fries. Conspiracy lunch, open your eyes. Flora in the water, got us tame. Chemtrails in the sky ain't the same. Now they watching all of us. Lizard overlords plus GMO corn, mind control. No. Conspiracy lunch. That's the spot. Deep state secrets. Keep it hot. Gravy on the side. Illuminati fries. Conspiracy lunch. Open your eyes.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
There we go. Well, we are not in the big club. Here we go. Gonna have a little fun today. Maybe it's a pre-warm up for tonight. We got Beyond the Possible. Yeah, I keep wanting to say Paranormal. I might change the damn name of the show. You never know. Beyond the Possible tonight. So come join us tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. We're gonna have fun. We got some fun stories of secret locations, military bases, places, bunch of cool stuff. We got a cool guest coming on. But for that, I'm not here for a cool guest. All the chaos in the world. I wanted to actually try to do this with Jamie. Jamie's not feeling well, so I was like, well, I'm not going to do it then. And I was like, hell with it. Here we are. So the chaos in the world right now, and it kind of makes me, it's always when I start seeing a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of media pushing this stuff. I got my TV in the background. It's got all kinds of stuff. I got protesting and all kinds of crazy shit. Silver's up over $80 a damn ounce right now. Holy hell. What is going on? It's crazy, the chaos in the world right now. Argentina's on fire. Yeah, it's from an Israeli grenade. What in the cockamamie hell is going on in the world? So I want to show this real quick. Appreciate y'all are here. Gonna have a little fun for sure. A little bit, I don't know. I won't be serious really. My voice sounds a little different. I apologize. Had a guy fight in the caves last night. Place was super loud, super packed, super awesome event. And yeah, about lost my voice. So, but here I am, still doing this, still kicking, still gonna keep it on. So let me share this real quick. We'll start off with this video. And if you want it, it's on my page. I had this sent to me, and I'm like, well, let me put this out. Yeah. We are completely getting distracted. What's up, Sweets? What's up, Raz? What's up, Mr. Duffy? Yeah, we probably would be better off liking more Bigfoots than damn humans, because some of these humans are despicable. They're evil, evil pieces of shit. And just, I don't think they have a soul. They actually really don't have a soul. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get me a few more. I ain't getting no mask money right now. I know there's a couple that I want. I know there's one for sure I want, and I just don't have mask money right now. Oh hell, that's messed up. That's messed up. Somebody sideswiped my son-in-law's truck. They were trying to figure out who damn did it. It's people just fucking fucked up. That'd be cool, man. I'll get you my address and stuff, an email. I ain't gonna put them on like you did, but yeah, I'll sure send you. I'll get you my address and stuff. That'd be awesome. I always want more masks on my wall and just cool stuff to be in the background. I think it's I know it's attention getter. Everybody always, every time I pop up on other podcasts, whatever, and other shows, and all of a sudden it's like the first conversation, they're like, "What in the hell's behind you? What is all that?" So it gets people's attention. So that's why I like it. So, but yeah, it's crazy right now in the damn world right now. Let me share this video real quick. This one's fun. Charlie Kirk, if he was in They Live.
Telling you, you dumb son of a...
You boys really should have dressed for the party. Now you can afford it.
No, you gotta listen to me.
Oops, my bad, sweet. I'm using my bad, y'all. I guess I didn't get the first part set out. I'm using Rumble Studio because I got the other part set up. I don't know. I got Riverside set up for the night, and so I decided I use Rumble Studio instead. So, yeah. Oops. So here we go.
What's your problem? I said, what's your problem?
Try these on.
Look, you crazy mother.
Put these on.
Hey, stay away from me.
I'm telling you, you dumb son of a...
They didn't do Candace like that.
You boys really should have dressed for the party. Now you can afford it.
No, you gotta listen to me.
There ain't no countries anymore. No more good guys. They're running the whole show. You can have a little taste of that good life, too. Now, I know you want it. Hell, everybody does.
Do it to your own kind.
What's the threat? We all sell out every day. Might as well be on the winning team.
I'm Claire. Are you? Don't do it. Don't interfere. You can't win.
Oops, I don't know why I stopped sharing. Oops. Yeah, I'm doing Rumble Studio. They got their own studio thing where you can actually like share and record, record and go live stream, and so I'm trying to keep it separated. And so we'll see how it goes. Well, I forgot to put the little doodad up on top. Oh well. So let me share this other video again, since y'all didn't get to see it. I forgot to hit that. You had to hit share screen, and then he's got you had to hit presentation or whatever. I'm wondering myself, Mr. Duffy. I'm kind of thinking Charlie might not be dead. I think he might be especially with all the Valhalla stuff and everything, he might be in protective services. It's just a ruse. And then where are his kids? I mean, maybe that's why he hadn't seen his kids, because the kids are with Charlie in protective services, and they just got Erica running around doing what she's doing. That kind of makes a little bit of sense, actually. I don't know. And I hate this part didn't show at the very beginning. I guess I had to cut that first. I don't know when I repost this, I had to cut that first section out or something. I don't know. Yeah, but not conspiracy theories. Absolutely. Candace more man. Candace got bigger balls than most men. Well, a lot of men. I tell you what, she ain't scared to fucking fuck with nobody and get in anybody's face or do anything. So I give her that respect. Yeah, it is, Mr. Duffy, and yeah, the world is on the brink. It really is. We keep saying it. We keep talking about it. But everything going on right now, it really is looking that way. What can we do? I'm not sure. Or maybe stock up on some food, as we keep saying. Stock up on some food. Stock up on whatever you can. The facts are, Russia did pull everybody out of Israel. The facts are, we did pull out of 66 UN treaties and conventions. Let me make sure I verify what. 31 UN related bodies and 35 UN non-UN entities. But the total withdrawal is 66 international organizations, conventions, and treaties that the administration deemed contrary to the interests of the United States. So we're about to go. Trump's already said we're getting Greenland one way or another. Names, I feel for the people, or like if the ones that don't want to be part of it. I know some of them do actually. They actually would be welcome being part of the United States. I know some don't, but for the ones like it's one of them things like that ain't shit they can do. Like 57,000 people, I think, are on the island. We can't, they can't stop us from invading, taking. We don't want to. Denmark can't do shit to us. We didn't want them to. But one on one. But of course, if something turns into that, it's going to be multiple here, everything coming together, and more people coming at one time. You know what? It could be now. Am my chat not updating over here? I just use one chat. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I see what's going on. I forgot to hit live chat. I was like, man, I'm missing comments from Mr. Duffy because one side is showing me comments and the other side's not. Like, what in the hell is going on here? I'll keep my. Let's see what's going on. If you never missing comments or something like that on YouTube, make sure you hit live chat because it cuts out half the damn things. And I seen a thing. I might be able to find it. Was talking about there are like natural gas underneath of Greenland. But you also got down in Venezuela. They might found some kind of like ancient tomb or something like that. Just kind of like Iraq. Let me find that where I can say exactly. I want to. It's all speculation anyway, but I don't want to interpret what it was said. So where's that? Where's that? I thought I had. I'll find. I think it's on. Actually, I think it's on Twitter. Let's see. I know you're using so many different social medias at one time. Hello. It's kind of hard sometimes. It's one of them things, but because I just want to say this right. Like I said, I don't want to be. But while I'm looking, in Iraq, they thought they found Gilgamesh's tomb, and they were within days of excavating. They found something for sure, and they were excavating over there. And of course, we went into Iraq after 9/11, and all that shit stopped. Boom, flatlined. And so it was speculation that it happened again. Let me share this real quick right here so I can. Of course, I don't know if this is interesting to me, but so basically back in mid-24, archaeologists confirmed a previous unknown culture and a massive 130-foot snake markers in Tapuas, Lost World Mountains. After almost immediately after that discovery, Maduro locked the whole area down, claiming it was illegal to mine and move the military in. Now, after 18 months, the U.S. go in there and take them out. Just like it says here, just like the tomb of Gilgamesh, back in 2003. So I wonder, is this another situation on there? But just like the Germans were looking for ancient relics of power to control everything. We know that absolutely that's fact. The big thing I keep seeing people doing, and it just kind of irritates me just to the point, but it is like, hey, we need to, as always, we need to take them 2 steps back, and we got to stop looking at everything so emotionally. Everything is like just emotional points on high and everything, and then they add more to make it push you over the edge. We got to step back and look at this stuff. Step back and take their 2 steps back and go, okay, look, this is going on. This is going on. What else is going on? And look at the facts. And the facts won't lie. If we got actual facts, the facts won't lie. When you take out the emotion of it all, then the facts are the facts. All the stuff in Minnesota, all that chaos up there. Of course, it's amazing. All this stuff happens at the same time, right after they find all billions of dollars of fraud. And now we're pushing because, the woman got shot by an ICE officer. And it's and which is tragic. I'm not taking away from the tragedy of it, but now that's all we're talking about. Now we're not talking about all the fraud, so they pulled it away. They're finding fraud all over the nation, which we knew was there. We knew that, for the ones that have been looking into this stuff for a long, long time, we knew that it was there. We knew this thing was going on. But if we really need to look at the situation and look at what's going on, and look back and be careful. Like I don't know time frame. Truly, at this point, the way everything is escalating, we might get it all. This might be the bingo year. This might be an interesting special year. We might get the bingo year. We might get World War III and alien invasion all in the same damn year. This is going to be freaking marvelous. As I'm saying it sarcastically, if you don't get that. But it seems that we're getting that way. We're pushing all the narrative. Even the Pope is out here saying by 2020, this year, we're going to have some kind of visitation. We're going to actually know. We got all the movies we've talked about before. We got all the movies coming out, and man, what is going on? It's crazy. Absolute crazy. Hey, Miss Karen. Glad you're here too. I just kind of decided I'm gonna pop up today. Want to do it a little earlier, but I think it might be a good time. We still doing tonight. Tonight, 7:00 for the ones that disappeared. Tonight, 7:00. We got I got a special guest coming tonight. He's gonna tell stories from when he was in the military, and he couldn't tell his wife where he was. He was going into places that really didn't supposed to exist. All kinds of cool stories like that. So we're gonna have some cool stuff. So maybe write this down. I'll just text Jamie in case he felt better. Hey, wants to jump on. Pope has been behind a whole lot of stuff for sure. The many popes have turned around and actually truly, done some despicable things in the name of God many times over the years. Absolutely. What's up, brother Willie? Appreciate you popping in here. Like I said, I'm just here having a little fun. I decided I'd come up here and pop up on here and see what what kind of people here. As I just talk about all the crazy stuff going on right now. We got so much going on in the world today. Absolutely. I haven't even been saving stuff. Actually, I've been sharing more on my Twitter. So if you do have Twitter, follow me, the Legend 4H. Noah and Noah didn't give me myself that name. That's my buddy mine was given. So let me share this real quick. Like I said, on top of everything else, now we got fires in Argentina after Israeli freaking grenade was used.
Una hora te vas de ahí. Una hora te vas de ahí. Sí, dale. Por favor, allá la carpa. Allá. Del otro lado. En el bosque no se puede hacer fuego.
Wish I knew Spanish.
Prohibido.
Better than I do. He just going back down the mountain, no big
Estos
deal.
son los hijos de puta que nos prenden fuego, la concha de su madre. Ustedes son los hijos de puta que nos prenden fuego, la puta que se parió. Llévateles y se van a la mierda, dale. ¿Cómo vas a estar haciendo? Si no lo cuidamos nosotros, ¿quién va a cuidar esto, hermano? Tiene que haber alguien acá, mirá.
That's what. And they already. Let's see. I already have it on here. They already have it where you can buy it. Where's that? Where's that? I've been posting a bunch of stuff today. It wasn't today. Come on. I know I reposted it. Where you at? Where you at? Here it is. I knew I did.
En cuanto a tierras rurales, se libera la compra por parte de privados extranjeros. También se elimina la prohibición de cambiar la actividad productiva del campo por 30, 60 años tras un incendio, una ley del... En cuanto a tierra...
Yeah, Miss Garen. Colombia, they're threatening Cuba. They're threatening Colombia. Truly, we're looking at United States is about to take over the whole Western Hemisphere. That's when it's all said and done. I think it's going to be all about. I mean, it's going to be. We are alienating their stuff with the cutting off UN. We are, which UN is always fucked us in any way. They used us to police the world. They used our money. They've always done that. We've always paid more than anybody else in the whole world. And the Greenland stuff is really, really wild. Which in the States, I understand what they're saying. They don't want Russia to get over there because it'd be just too close. They want a base over there. They also got the natural gas in there. But everything is just ramped up 100 times speed right now. It's absolutely crazy. And that's why I wish I turned my camera around. I'd show everybody. I get it on the screen on my big TV in the back of the wall. Like all the crazy stuff's going on in the world right now. I'm being super ADD today. I got shit going everywhere. Gold is up another $30 an ounce. Silver is up to over $80.63 an ounce. Hell, it was 65 last week. It's up to another $2.93. Shit's just flying up. Agenda 2030, I think they're back behind the ball or something. They're running out of time kind of thing. They truly are there. That's why they're ramping everything up. I said this before on this show, on this channel, I guess you'd say. 9/11 was the initial ramp up because they're all right. They've had this 2030 agenda for a long, long time. 9/11 was the initial ramp up because they were way behind and they had to turn around. So they had to push in the Patriot Act and all those things they did. And of course, everything don't have just, it'd be easy. Okay. If it's just for this, it's just for that. It's just for, like Venezuela, it's just for oil. No, it's not just for oil. There's all kinds of shit on top of it. It's, resources. They're setting themselves up. So when if we do go into war with China and Russia, then we can cut it off and actually not have the needs. We have everything supplied because we were right here. Everything's on our hemisphere. It's, they're all pushing, what is the Monroe? I almost said Monroe Act, but Yeah, it's really bad right now over in UK and stuff like that. They could now, Mr. W. They could be bringing a whole bunch of them, which they've been doing that. Yeah, I don't blame you one bit. Way up in the mountains, you can get, better off you'll be. If you're able to get away or get some land up there, a little cabin up in the middle of effing nowhere. Yeah, the Monroe Doctrine. That's the word I'm looking for. My brain's kind of fried right now. I'm a little tired. Had to fight all night, so my voice is kind of funny. I said at the beginning, it was an amazing event. It went to charity. The charity helps a lot of kids, disabled kids, women, men, whoever the people needed. And so it was a really cool thing. But it was loud, it was packed, and I was yelling and screaming and raising 10 kinds of hell, trying to get my guy to do what I need him to do. And so the Monroe Doctrine is now it's the Trump doctrine because he is taking over. What is going on there with Trump? Is something going on with Trump? Like I said, I got my screen in the background. I'll see if he just is going live or not. Let's see what's going on. You look on some other screens here. There might be something else going on. I got my TV's got, I'm watching one channel. They got like 6 screens going up at one time. It's freaking crazy. I just got it going in the background. Yeah, Argentina's absolutely on fire. Hey, but you'll be able to go down there and buy the land pretty cheap if you hurry up and get it before a certain group of people gets it. I heard there a certain group is down there trying to buy up all the land that's already that's burned up, and yeah, and that's sad. Absolutely sad. They're allowing this stuff to happen. I got one video here where they found these professional protesters. It is crazy. People getting paid to say where the hell it is. And, that's why you see these flags that all of it's changing every day. And, it's this flag and this problem and this flag and this problem. And it's like, what in the hell? It's, you can tell it's orchestrated. You can tell everything's coming up like it is. I hope I don't get in trouble on YouTube. I'm going to show this. This is kind of funny. Oops, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. I had the right one.
Should we sell Greenland? Should you sell it? Well, you've got the alternative is they take it. So, I mean, no offense to your fine military. Okay, why don't we just have a quick game? I'm just going to ask a question. Hands up, who has a military where they can't even afford blanks, they've just got to say bang? Yeah, it's you, isn't it? It's fucking you. Bang. Yeah, Greenland's got... Well, you sold them the American Virgin Islands, right? Yeah. You sold them that, and what'd you get for that? How much? 25 million. For the British Virgin Islands. Okay, who's the negotiating team? What? We didn't put the fucking autistic boy on the case, did we? What the... So it's
Yeah. Yeah, he does some fucked up jokes sometimes. But that's right there. He has some funny moments. Like all of them do. They all have their funny moments, and you can get good out of anybody. Yeah, they're going to be forced to sell it. They're going to have to. There's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing whatsoever. Greenland is going to be part of us. They're going to be another territory. We're going to add to Puerto Rico and Guam. Like I said, I don't know. It's some wild, crazy times, and I can see that too. I could see them adding Iceland too. And you're talking about the frequencies and stuff like they did in Venezuela. They've been working on that tech for a long time, and now I remember seeing videos about it a long time ago, and they of using the frequencies and stuff like that, and there's nothing you can do. You can have sound deadening headphones or something like that, but they ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna stop if they're blasting you like what the technology they have. Canada's gonna be pissed. Canada's gonna be next. I wonder if I have it on here. I don't know if I saved it or not. Oh yeah, I did. It's like, yeah, I did, because I'm good like that. I was just thinking about this right here. This is pretty true right here.
You win? You have a problem with that? You know what you should do? You should sanction me. Sanction me with your army. Oh, wait a minute. You don't have an army. I guess that means you need to shut the fuck up.
But Brother Dave Waffle House, what's up, man? Got a little earlier in the day for you. I'm got you a little earlier in the day. I don't know. I know there's several. There's a lot of Canadians are pissed off at Canada right now for a lot of stuff they did, the whole trucker stuff, and taking their money, freaking sitting over there for if you're, if you get sick and you're older, they're saying, well, we're better off if we just off you, because you're old. That's their mentality over there right now. So, I think Canada would. There's a majority of Canadians who just open the border. So, yeah, this could be the United States in the next 6 years, right here, all of it. Be kind of cool though, on one side, because hell, we could, we don't need no passports. Don't need no stinking passports. I mean, we can just, drive down there to, if we don't get killed going through Mexico, but maybe it's cleaned up because of the United States on it. I don't know. And then drive down there to South America and check out some cool stuff. And hell yeah, be a nice off-road RV and do some traveling. We can stream. I get the channel big enough where I can stream and get paid to do it, and then travel around and yeah, right. They ain't gonna let me do this shit. Get paid for that. What's up, Mr. Jason Barker? How you doing today? American Technique Lab. Yeah, it's. Oh yeah. I seen that the other day. I saw the picture where it shows all of it. I'll share this. Yeah, I seen that picture the other day. I think they're gonna go deeper than that. I don't think this is the technique of America. Get out of here. I don't want to do none of that right there. I see him going farther. I see him going farther for sure. They've been wanting Cuba for freaking 60 years. Yeah. That's one way to fix immigration. Everybody's a citizen. You're a citizen. You're a citizen. Be like Oprah standing out there in the front, telling everybody, damn, there's a citizen. I don't know. It's crazy. It is crazy to think that that's what but we know for a fact Trump has threatened Colombia. We know they've threatened Cuba lately. They're taking Greenland. That's just, it is what it is. We know that. Only ones, next is, Mexico and Canada be the big ones. I don't know. All right, Mr. Duffy, I'll send you an email. Appreciate you popping on and adding to the chat. I sure appreciate it. I sure appreciate it. Like I said, we're gonna have some fun stories tonight. If y'all want to come back, I'm still going. I'm just saying bye, Mr. Duffy. But we're gonna have a fun time tonight, 7 p.m. Central Time. We're gonna have ex-military telling stories of places that didn't exist, and having files and stuff that nobody, nobody's eyes and stuff. He having, access and stuff. Panama. Yeah. And I think it is, Miss Karen. You saying that right there. Imagine, because if you remember, right after 2020 and all the COVID shit, and what did it do? All the celebrities got up there and sang that song. They got up there and sang Imagine. Imagine there's no God. Imagine, and the time that, a lot of people needed that kind of thing is not the time. What's up, Carl? Appreciate you here too. Yeah, hope you can come visit us tonight too. Of course, they got some blowback over it because they were out there. It's not the time. Time people are dying and are getting sick, and loved ones are being left in the hospital by themselves because you can't go spend time with them. That's not the time that you need to get up there and talk about, hey, is there no God and there's no nothing. It was just a bad polar choice, or on the other side, is this what they really want? And this is what they're trying to do. They're Peter Benton. What's up, Peter? Appreciate you on here. I'm on here a lot earlier enough that my friends across the pond can catch me. This is nice. I like it. So we are worldwide right now. Worldwide. For my worldwide viewers, I know Dave always shows her videos, and I like her videos. Where's it at? For my UK friends, there she is. I love this lady. She gives no F's whatsoever.
So I just wanted to bring you here to show you. Who are you? Sorry. I've just been let in by these guys. This is a solar panel farm that's being put up in the West Country. look at this field down here that they're completely ripping up in order to.
You can't be on here. No.
Thank you. Don't push me, darling. You can't touch me.
You can't be on here.
I just walked in.
You can't be
They're
on here.
completely destroying the valley to put solar panels up, and these solar panels are going. They're just ripping up entire areas of our countryside. And let me show you as well the plastic packaging that these guys have. So I don't know why you're getting across with me. It's you that's ripping up my countryside. Please don't discuss with me. Thank you. So the plastic packaging that goes around all of this stuff, none of this can be recycled, obviously, but it's so green. It's so good for the environment, I'm sure. And I'm sure local people didn't want this on their farmland either, because this makes it harder for farmers to be able to rent space. Please don't touch me. And then over here, let me show you these boxes. I'll go in a moment, okay? I just want to show people what's being delivered to our farmland. And I let myself in, it was no one else, thank you. And here, there's all the solar panels. Bear in mind, these solar panels can't be recycled. So this is all future landfill. Look at the size of these things. And look at all the plastic wrap on there. Film me, sir. Yeah, my name's Katie Hopkins. I'm just trying to stand up for the countryside and the ridiculousness of net zero. These are the same solar panels that they're going to be putting up at the same time that they want to dim the sun. I hope you're enjoying this. This is Batshit Bonkers Britain. My name's Katie Hopkins. And then here, look at the state of this. This is what's so distressing, is the lie about net zero, the lie that this is good for us. And what's upsetting as well is that these guys are like angry with me. All I'm trying to do is show you. I'm just trying to show you what's been. I mean, this valley is so pretty. It's heartbreaking. Look at it. This is the rolling countryside that we belong to, that belongs to us. And this is what these vandals are doing to it. I don't blame the people. I don't blame the workers. People need a job. But this is disgusting. Sorry? I don't have access. Well, apparently I do. But I'm just showing people what's being done. You can't agree with this. You cannot possibly agree with this. I know it's your job. I know you need a job. But this is just absolute vandalism.
What are you doing right now? It's not safe.
I'm not safe. I'm typically not safe, honestly. I'm quite a dangerous person. It is heartbreaking. I pray to God reform get in. I pray we can roll back on this net zero bollocks. And I pray that this.
Yeah. Probably not. She probably, all she needed to do was put a vest on and a hard hat. She could have got it at the dollar store, and hell, they probably wouldn't have said nothing to her. Absolutely. And it is sad. It is sad because, and it don't make any sense. Like, you're using all this land and you see all these solar fields. Then he has a hailstorm come through there and destroys them. And it's just damn waste of money. I don't understand. Instead of putting them out in big ass fields or something like that, why don't we put them in parking lots? We can put them in parking lots. We can use that way cars that get covered parking everywhere, and solar panels. This makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. But we're not supposed to be making sense. These people don't want to make sense whatsoever. That's not their job. They just want to be evil fucking supervillains. Yeah. And and I like, don't get me wrong, I like solar panel. Like, I have a solar panel on my battery on my my brain just said dump trailer. On my dump trailer, I got a solar panel mounted to the box. It's hooked up to the battery. That way, it keeps it charged. And so I mean, I like, solar panels on that. I got one on my welder so that the battery stays up, so I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to keep it around power and plugged in or whatever. So I use it like that. But these big fields, windmills, they don't do shit but kill fucking birds. I went through Illinois last year, and there was hundreds of windmills not moving, broken. Hundreds of them. I mean, we literally within the eyesight, there was like 40 that we counted. Me and Dave counted. What's up, Foot Clam, Prisha? Or is that who's it? They are carrying out secret society orders, and I no doubt know about it. And that's the big thing of the batteries, and like, well, you're going green, you're doing all this stuff. I like some of it, for like off cabin, off grid, that stuff is cool, it works, it's nice, but on a big scale, it's not. I don't think it's worth its fucking shit, especially because of the batteries, especially because of the mining. What you had to do to get everything out. You got to destroy the land to save the land. Just like they, sounds good. They have to absolutely destroy the land to supposedly save the land, just like they did in Brazil. They destroyed all them rainforests to put in that road for a green. Then they canceled the freaking event, so all them freaking rainforest trees got bulldozed for fucking nothing. It's crazy. This is a batshit fucking world. I like to. I like how she says that it's a batshit Britain. I think it's a batshit world right now because everything's backwards, everything's upside down. Right is left, left is right, and we're getting distracted on all sides. From the video I showed at the beginning, all that stuff going on. I almost feel like I probably should show it again because I got so many more people to hear. Let me show it again. The point of me starting this damn stream right here, I got so many new people here. I'm gonna show it again just because. And I don't think the ones that have been here won't be mad. Yeah, this is the reason kind of that video, kind of with everything going on. Like I said, now in Argentina, the fires brought me wanting to talk about this stuff. Yeah, I'm over here reading the chat. Of course, they can start fires. Yeah, of course they can start fires with the satellite and take over and burn down places that magically are we're going to have a smart city at that spot. The goal to have a smart city. That smart city is coming. That's what they want. They want everybody put in. They don't want nobody owning shit. Maybe New York is going to be kind of a little test bed. Maybe. I don't think it'd be slow enough. It wouldn't be fast enough, really, even New York, unless they really do some major shit and do some really underhanded, terrible shit, and just start taking over. Which they said they could. The way they want, what they want to do in New York right now. If you haven't paid attention to that, they, if you could turn around and if you're renting and if you turn them in your landlord and something and it's not good, they only give them a short amount of period to fix it. If not, boom, they're going to take the building, and so they can take it, and they go, oh, we'll fix it. Yeah, I'm sure government will fix it. Yeah, right. We see our infrastructure, we see our roads, we see our bridges. We can call bullshit on that. I agree. If the American people would stop raging against each other and direct their anger towards Washington, for sure. But that's the reason they distracted everybody for us. I show what I posted on Facebook on my page here for the AIP Anything is Possible page. So if you're not followed on that, make sure you check that out. Oh yeah. On another note, let me show this real quick. Before I get absolutely 100% squirreled to hell. Because I will do that. I have a bad habit of that. This is what's going on in the nation right now. This absolutely is what's going on in the nation right now. I had to share this. Whoever made that, I can't even read it. They did a good job. Because every time it is that, I support this, I'm against that. Whatever the left side's against, the right is against, or for. If this one's for, then it's against. No, guaranteed. There's no. You got these party lines bullshit going on. We got to get rid of the party lines bullshit. We need to sit back and take a step back and look at facts. But people don't even want to look at facts. They want to be emotional. They want to actually jump to conclusions. They want to actually just think with emotion, absolute. And it's tearing this nation and tearing this world apart doing that way. But it's all, on purpose. If you mess around, I hear people talk about it, and especially if you turn around and if you mess around like on Facebook, I don't have, if you put on there and say, if you're a single female and you put on there that you're single, then it's going to turn around and it's going to send you all kinds of propaganda bullshit about being, this and this and this, and and videos and all kinds of shit to make you think, well, this is what I should have, and this is what I'm going to, and just unrealistic goals of people. They're thinking that this is what you got to have of a person that you're never going to find. And then you're going, on the other side, and then if you put it on there married, I think it's going to send you a different algorithm of actually trying to, kind of the same thing, but in a different twist to make you, to make you not happy, to make you want to leave your marriage. Because it's absolutely, they're trying to divide everybody. They're trying to conquer everybody. They want everybody fighting. They want everybody pissing on each other. And if one person, it's so damn sad. Like if one person on one side of the party, air quotations, dies, the other side makes fun of it, and it goes back and forth. Well, how can you say that about that person? How can you say, and then you dig up dirt, You dig up all kinds of stuff, and it's just crazy. It's just old, and and it's not called for. We don't need it. We do not need it. Where is- I don't know. I thought I shared it. I did see a whole bunch of Bitcoins being transferred around right now too, on top of everything else. Thanks to Jamie sharing this. If y'all ain't follow Jamie 2Gs, y'all check out Jamie. Y'all know and love him. $2 billion in Bitcoin moved around in the last 4,800 hours. Crazy. On a whole nother note, I don't know if y'all seen real quick. Let me scroll real quick and get ADD and before I forget, Eric von Daniken passed away yesterday. If you agree with his process, if you don't agree, I understand. But he was a pioneer of asking questions. You know, his book "Chariot of the Gods." He had I forgot what 200. I forgot how many question marks. He asked questions to the whole thing, and he brought a bunch of people to asking questions in the world. So I appreciate him, and hopefully he went peacefully in his sleep. But yeah, we lost a pioneer of, and without Eric von Daniken, we wouldn't have Ancient Aliens on History Channel and aliens getting blamed for everything. So we kind of have sitting there with that. We got to think about that for them. So I had to say that. I want to make sure we got going on in the chat. Chat's always fun. So if you're lurking in the background, y'all check out the chat. I appreciate you lurking though. If you're just lurking, much love. I appreciate y'all. Rumble and YouTube is always fun. Both of them having good chats back and forth. With my Rumble Studio, I got both chats on one screen and pulling up there and there. It's really chaos on it, but it's always fun. What's up, Ophelia? I appreciate you listening and multitasking. There ain't nothing wrong with that. We'll be back in a few hours. Hopefully, I don't think I'm gonna go all the way up to the point. I better not go all the way to the point. But we will be back at 7 Central Time for some stories. So make sure y'all come back to and check out Beyond the Possible, the newest show that we're doing on the channel. Trying to keep everything kind of separate, putting it all on one channel. I think I pretty well screw my algorithms to hell, but I don't care. I want to, I'm not building multiple channels. I'm not doing all that. We'll just put different shows on there to kind of cater to the thought process. We try to stay away from politics on Sunday night shows. We'll see how it goes tonight. Wednesday, it's got Scott Helmer coming. Going to tell some amazing motivational story. Amazing, absolutely from the bottom, coming back from the bottom of the ground, damn near. So plus he's got all kinds of cool conspiracy theories and stories. He's really into that stuff too. So it's going to be a fun conversation Wednesday. So make sure y'all come for that too, because it's going to be a fun show. For sure, a fun show. might go ahead and get all that set up soon and have it ready after tonight. I'll probably do it tomorrow, have everything set up so it'll be actually on there for a few days of saying it's coming. And yeah, and Scott is a top level musician too. He's actually a musician, so it's gonna be a fun show. So that's my back ADD moment of the day. I guess the plug. You plug in the future shows. Feel for these people in Argentina that, you know, the fires are going on absolutely crazy. It's a mass land buying. Yeah, Debs, it's well, for Central Time. 7 at Central Time, so I try to make sure I remember that part. I hate time zones and different. I don't know. I think they should just leave it the same time all the way across. You know, it is what it is. It's 7 p.m. here and be 7 p.m. wherever else. It just, you know, might be weird. It might be weird time frame wise, I guess. People start work at different times at different places, though. We don't start work until 3 in the morning because it's a lot of it has been, Karen. A lot of the smart cities have been. If you look at every time you see a natural disaster go through an area or some kind of amazing thing or fires or something, look it up. 5, 6 hour and 20 minutes. No, that'd be so. I'm sorry, you're on the East Coast, so it'll be 8 o'clock for you, Debs. I forgot about that. You're on the East Coast, so yeah. It'll be 8 o'clock for you. I was like, ain't that close, isn't it? I might give me a little hour between you. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's just crazy world we got going on. Now they got Iranians clashing with pro-Hamas white liberal women in Washington. But of course, white liberal women know everything and know what everybody needs, and you're supposed to go along with them, whatever, you know, because they can't, you know. It's crazy. 1 a.m. for Raz, man. That's true. I think that's the same for Brother Dave. I think that's the same time for Brother Dave. Shows they're protesting in Argentina. Crazy world we're living in right now. Oh my goodness. I can't tell. You've been dozing. Yeah, see. How long have I been doing this now? Over an hour. Man, I'm glad y'all came up and popped up on here. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I want to do some more lunch shows. I know it, especially for my friends across the pond. It's easier on them, and just see how things go. Especially if it starts getting some cold days, some snow days. I might we get some snow days coming up. I ain't trying to get outside anyway. I might just stream in just to have something to do. And there's plenty to talk about. There's always plenty to talk about. It's too much stuff going on at one time, and we might need one of these right here coming up pretty soon. Be kind of cool. It is.
Boys, I think we've peaked. 1,000 round, backpack fed, belt fed.
When you need to cut a tree. You need to cut a tree down.
Sick. This is nuts. Wow.
Who needs one of them? I'll repost that. So you can follow me on the Legend 4H on the Twitter. You can find me. I repost. I'm doing a lot better on reposting. I was like saving everything. It does look like Ghostbusters. It really does. But I've been doing a lot better on reposting stuff. So y'all check it out. Yeah, thanks, sweets. Check out my link tree. All my good stuff. All my links. Gonna be some good time. Come in there, interact with me. I'll have conversation with you for sure. Always a good time. I've found some good videos and lots of cool stuff. Let me hit this real quick. Let me play this video. I might get popped on YouTube for it, so if I do, it is what it is. But this lady, I commented on it too. It makes some sense. So check this out on the population. So if we're worried about going to war with China, they're talking about, well, they got 1.4 billion people like that. But do they?
You are ready for the number?
Yes.
At one point, I projected under 400 million.
What?
500 million. Under 500 million.
Under 500 million.
Mm-hmm.
So you think that they have a very similar population to the United States and China?
Yes. Wow. There's 1 billion people missing.
And this goes back to what we were saying in the beginning or earlier in the podcast with all of the fake IDs and all of this stuff being found out.
Yeah, there's possibly 1 billion people missing. It's not a demographic question, Danny. It's a mathematical question.
Hey, Jess. I see you appreciate you popping on. Escape the simulation. I had the wrong channels. Wrong ones. Well, that one you had a mod. The one you comment first, you were a mod. Why do you want to switch that? I'll see if I can find who she is, what her name is, Miss Karen. But let me play the video and I'll find out who she is.
Let me ask you. It takes a couple to have 2 children to replace themselves, right? Think about it.
Yes. 2 children.
If every couple produces 2 children,
the population stinks level.
Right. So, do you know how many children does every woman needs to have in her lifetime in order to triple its population in 50 years?
To triple its population in 50 years, you need to have what? Let me guess. I'm terrible at math.
I'll give you the answer because I asked AI. It's a crazy mathematical. If a country needs to triple or grow its population by 2.5 times, let's just say 2.5 times.
Okay.
Over a span of 50 years.
5 kids.
Each woman, you're right. Each woman needs to give birth on average between 4.5 to 5.5 children.
Wow.
Okay. Now China grew its population officially from 1950. That's when the CCP took over to control. Okay. China's population in 1950 was about 500 million. In the year 2000, 50 years later, China's population was about 1.27 billion. Okay. So it grew 2.5 times, right? From 500 million to 1.27 billion. That's 2.5 times over 50 years. Chinese women did not have, on average, have 5 children because of the one-child policy.
Yes.
Because of the Great Famine. Because of the Great Famine, tens of millions of people died. Because of Cultural Revolution. So China, from one political movement to another, and then to almost 4 decades of single-child policy, there's no way Chinese women had 5 kids.
She's got a point. She has a point, So I've heard people say that before. I've heard people say that on talks and everything and different shows and everything. And they thought, there's no way the Chinese population is what they say it is. There's no way. And then she came up. It makes sense, if you're, you got 2 people. Takes 2 people to make one. 2 people to make one. If you turn around and that's all you're letting people have, you want to have child. There's no way the population's got to go down. I mean, that was, it can't go up. Back in the day, shoot, my great grandma had 11 kids. A great aunt had 13, and so I got a lot of cousins. Be a lot of cousins. Yeah, Jess, he caught me live again. I'll be live again tonight, 7 Central Time, so it'll be 5 for you. So we're gonna be having fun tonight on Beyond the Possible. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun tonight. But yeah, I wanted to get on here today and just talk and just make sure everybody's seen what we're talking about. I have a guest coming on. He was one of the guys in the Army where you couldn't tell his wife where he was or what he was doing. I know I'm sure he'll tell the story tonight. He had brought home one of the books he had to carry, whatever, and he went to sleep, and he heard rustling. His wife was in there looking through the book, and he's like, "I'm gonna call the feds on you. If you don't leave that alone, you're gonna get me and you in trouble." And so he was, going to a lot of places like that. A lot of places, black ops places, you couldn't, has certain security clearances to get into and everything. And so he's going to tell some of them stories about that tonight. So it should be fun. Yeah, older generations did have more kids. But they had to, they had, a lot of them, one reason a lot of them did pass away. I don't know. Some of them is a guy I worked with. He was talking about. He said he's talking about how many brothers and sisters, and he said the reason he had so many brothers and sisters because his parents they didn't have no TV. But yeah, it's I know my great grandma. I was told the story about my great grandma had one of the younger child had one of the babies. And as soon as she delivered the baby, she handed the baby over to, clean it up, clean everything up, and hand the baby over to one of the older daughters, and then went back into the field and started picking cotton again because they're sharecroppers. I'm like, and now people take three weeks off or 6 weeks off or whatever, after having a baby, which I don't, not saying that they shouldn't, but it's just crazy how absolutely tough and resilient the women and were back in the day, and the men. I mean, they were just a different generation, they were a different breed. Oh hell! I know my great aunt Myrtle. She started having kids. I think she got married. I think at 12 and started having kids like 13 or something like that. Yeah, they cry about life is hard, and yeah, they don't know how. Most people are soft, and they don't know how hard life was or could be. Especially if the ones living out. They were moving out west, 1800s. They're moving out west. You had to have enough food stocked up, or you'd had to go out there in the middle of a snowstorm to go freaking find you something to kill. My grandfather was a really good shot because, and even his generation, he told me, he's like, hey, he was a real good shot because they, didn't have money for bullets. So he'd get one bullet and he'd go out there and go hunt. And if he missed, they went hungry. That was it. Now we get hungry. We can Uber Eats us some food to the house. It's a whole, we don't even have to get out of bed. We don't even get out of our pajamas, which a lot of people still go out there in the pajamas to the store, go around Walmart for damn sure. But seriously, we have it on such a different level. If things went south really fast, how many people is going to be just lost. So it's going to be scary if something happens in a big city for sure, especially with all the stuff going on in the world right now. If World War III does break out, like as it kind of looks like, something's, we're going to call it World War III, I guess, or whatever. I think that's the nomenclature that so many people talked about so much, but there's a bunch of land grabbing going on right now all across the world, and just be aware, but don't live in fear. Don't be, oh my God, I got it. You can't, don't give yourself ulcers over it. I don't believe in that. Have hope, have goodness. Throw you some beans and rice in a cabinet. Make sure it's in something sealed where mice, or something can't get it. And, see how it goes. It's going to be one of them things. But it's, We already took over Venezuela. We're taking over Greenland. That's ours. That's all we got to do is sign the paperwork, I think. They better, or we're going to take it one way or another. Trump is taking that. He's not letting nobody else get it. And Russia's pulling out of Israel, out of the embassy, and moving all of their embassy members out. We pulled out of UN. Something big's happening. And I throw this out there again. I said it earlier in the show for the ones that come in a little later. You're looking at maybe we get World War III and disclosure in the same year. We might have a double whammy. Maybe get an alien invasion and war, and a big war. I don't know. I said this on a few shows. I said it on my show. I think Bluebeam is coming by the end of summer, early fall, right before the midterms. That's my prediction. Let's see if I'm right. So I'm putting it out here. We'll see. I think it's coming. And with all the war and everything else, that would, and if it's real aliens or not, we'll see. Is it us in super technology that they've been hiding from us for years? I lean that way, actually. I'll be honest. I lean towards that. They're going to use amazing technology that they've had for a long time that they've hid from us to absolute scare us. And that's what's, I don't know. It could be. I could be absolutely wrong. I mean, and I hope I'm wrong. I'm hoping that, it'd be cool to have, it'd be nice to have disclosure, like say, hey, definitely here we are. These are the, this is what we know about. This is exactly what we know now. No bullshit, no fuzzy videos, no nothing. Just no going on Congress floor, and sit there and say, well, I can't tell you. I can tell you in private, or you can look on my book. None of this bullshit. Absolute pure disclosure. If there are aliens and if they've been here for a long time, whatever the hell it is, let's let it all just dump out the bag and let it all hit the ground and see what happens. I think we can handle it. Some people can't. There's no doubt. There's some people, but I think as a whole, we can handle whatever the hell. Let's dump it out. Let's do it. Boom. And then all this other chaos, people protesting. I'm over here looking on the screen now over silly fucking shit. And and don't even realize what's really coming, what is really in the background, what's really coming, and they have no idea. Some of them, like I said, are getting paid to do it. They're actually getting paid out there to protest and say whatever they're told to say. And it's just like the bots and everything else on social media where they get all the damn bot farms and he's telling us exactly what they want us to say or what they're supposed to say, what to rile things up. And I think as a people, we need to take 2 steps back and look at the big picture and take emotion out of it. We got to look at it. We got to use logic, use our brain. I know some of us don't have it, but we got to, for sure. But let me do. I ain't gonna play that video. No. Let's see. We'll play this real quick. It's pretty cool. Look, he got flip flops on inside that backhoe. I'm impressed that Snowman stayed together like it did, though. They did a good job making it. But somebody take the time to get out of their warm backhoe to move a little kid snowman. It's pretty cool. And bad thing is farm aid and all that stuff. We find out now that didn't even 99% of the money didn't even go to anything they were raising money for. At least 95%. Some of them was a little worse, but yeah, 95% didn't even go to the people, whatever they're raising money for. Horrendous. But I'm gonna call it here. I'm like I said, y'all please come back this evening. About 2 hours, less than 2 hours now. So about 2 more hours. I'll be right back. And we'll be back live again with Beyond the Possible. The links are already out. I got everything set up. I think I do. So you can actually click on the YouTube or Rumble, click notifications. So it'll help you notify you. So like I said, about 2 hours, I'll be back. Should be fun. I know Uncle David is going to be, he is excited about coming on. When I first talked to him about it, I asked him about coming on. He was like, "We're going to do it tomorrow?" And I'm like, "No, not tomorrow. We got a schedule today because I got, stuff lined out. Life happens. I can't do it right then." So got him scheduled. Again, for the ones that, are not going to make it, make sure try to make it Wednesday also. Scott Helmer will be here. I got more guests. Working on more and more guests. I'm trying to add to the content, add to the value for y'all listening. And I appreciate y'all. Like I said, please come back Wednesday with Scott Helmer. Amazing emotion. Like I said, he was at the bottom. And his return and comeback, and like I said, he has lots of great stories. On that, great musician, great person, and plus, he's in the conspiracy world too. So that's we'll have some fun talk on that. So, like I said, I appreciate y'all. Yes, Miss Karen for sure. He is. I got to listen to him on the Nights of the Storm, and Ashley said it, in my comment on during the show and said, "Hey, Ricky, would like to have you on." He was like, "Sure, I'd love to go." And so I reached out, we scheduled a date, and here we are. So we're going to be here Wednesday for that. Tonight in 2 hours, we'll be back with Uncle David, and yeah, we're going to have fun. So appreciate y'all. Keep coming back. Keep on showing. We're going to keep on growing. I'm going to keep on pushing, making much best content as I can. Make sure you subscribe and like for the ones that haven't. I got great shorts. Great. I think they're pretty good. A lot of people enjoy them. And much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all. As always, y'all keep on keeping on, and the peace and chicken grease, and let's hit this outro. I'll see y'all in a couple hours.
shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother. Don't like those RFIDs. Got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I sat down with Big Brother and the national ID. Don't want a chip in my wallet, chip in my car. And if I want to travel, it's nobody's business how far. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I said shame on Big Brother, always tracking and tracing me. Don't want a chip in my mother, chip in my wife, a chip in my babies. Stay out of our life. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother. No more slavery. Play it for me, baby. Now, do you want a chip in your forehead, a chip in your arm, always tweaking your brain and causing you harm? Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother in the good old USA. I sat down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother. Don't want a spy chip in me. Everybody, I sat down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother. It's all about liberty.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.